Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Like you, I like to watch a lot of YouTube videos on whatever I'm interested in the moment. And the last 6 months to a year, my kids and I have been getting interested in Pokemon. So I watch Pokemon videos and I get a kick out of the different videos from the different PokeTubers talking about, oh, what is a scalper and what is an investor and what is a collector. And so I just wanted to give my personal take as someone who didn't grow up a Pokemon guy. I got into Pokemon with my kids, but we have gotten into it. We open cards, we grade cards sometimes, we buy and sell singles, and yes, sometimes we buy and sell sealed product. So I've gotten to see, the people fighting over Pokemon in Target, which please don't do that. Like if you want to get Pokemon, stand in line at Target or Barnes & Noble or Walmart, or go get a cup of coffee, and if it's there, it's there. But I think it's funny how we have these certain categories, and I just want to give my take on it. Scalping, first of all. Scalping is viewed very negatively. And what is scalping? Scalping essentially is buying a product in a store and then reselling it. Now, I have to be honest. If you're a person that wants to stand in line all day and buy up a hot product, whether it be Pokemon or sports cards or squishies, and then take your time on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or whatever and reselling it for a profit, I personally don't see that as any different than being a store and buying from your distributor and then marking it up and selling it. You can't go to Hobbytown or GameStop or your local gaming store and product isn't marked up right now. So I don't know why we want to discriminate against a father and son or a person that doesn't have a job or a person that sees an opportunity to start a small business buying and selling stuff. We can call them a scalper. Collectors and store owners and people that have distribution may not like it, but guess what? This is just a person trying to start a business and make a little extra money. I personally, as a collector, don't have a problem with that at all. You do you. If you want to stand in lines and you want to spend your days doing that, if you want to open product and break it online, go for it. We have people doing rip and ships online all the time that would never consider themselves scalpers that are charging $15 a pack for Pokemon cards, $25 a pack for Pokemon cards. They had to get it from somewhere. So just because you have an established business, let's not go after the little guy who just found a way to make some money in your world. Okay, so all this negative talk about scalpers, that's just crazy to me. If someone found a way to make some money in a hobby they enjoy, go for it. Okay, it's not me, it's probably not you, but go for it. You do you. Second, Pokemon investing. Okay, if you want to invest in Pokemon cards, be careful. But right now the market's as hot as it's ever going to get. And I've collected and invested in sports cards for years. We've been messing around with Pokemon a little bit. Of course, we all invest in the stock market or crypto or whatever we want to do. But be very careful about investing in Pokemon cards because you're going to end up with a warehouse full or a closet full of product that you can't sell, okay, in 5 or 10 years because it's not easy to move. If you all of a sudden one day go into your closet of $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards, how long is it going to take you to move that? It's not like investing in the stock market where you just click a button and all of a sudden your money comes flooding in. You've got to sell it. You've got to go to card shows. You've got to go to eBay. You've got to go to your local store and hope they want to buy some of it. You've got to take the time to liquidate it. And all the while, you've got to hope that while it sat in your closet, it didn't get damaged. It didn't get broken into. You want to have $50,000 of Pokemon sitting in your closet that could get damaged, the roof could leak, your kids could play hide and seek and get into it. There is a whole bunch of reasons to be very careful about the amount you invest in Pokemon and that you just leave sitting in a closet or a storage unit for however long. It's not so easy to move on the back end. So be very careful about Pokemon investing. If you want to keep some stuff aside because you see an opportunity to make some money in the market in a relatively reasonable term, go for it. I think that's fine. We do the same thing. Pokemon's hot right now. Collect the cards you want, make some money on the rest. That's okay. It really is. Okay? We do that all the time. We buy a couple boxes of cards from Target, we open what we want, and then we sell the stuff that we don't want, and we end up having no financial cost in the cards that we've collected. We grade cards. Are you a scalper because you open a pack, you grade a card, it becomes a PSA 10, and then you can sell it for more money? No, that's just collecting in good business. So let's just be careful how we categorize people. And again, let's not get in lines and fight over Pokemon cards. That's ridiculous. But if you want to find a way to be successful in this hobby in whatever your own little way is, don't let the big guys make you feel guilty about that. There's a place in the hobby for everyone. And let's be honest, there are collectors out there that say they can't get product. And I respect the people that are out there set building, collecting cards, and have been doing it in the Pokemon world for 20 years. That's not me either. I'm not going to say that it is. I got into it with my kids a few years ago, basically during COVID. But if you are a collector, you can find product. You can find perfect order pretty much everywhere. You can find the sets that aren't investable pretty much everywhere. So if you're in that small percent that simply collect and want to build sets, then don't go after Ascended Heroes. Don't stand in line and wait for that. Get the stuff that's available, because there is product available. There really is. I see it every day when I walk into Barnes & Noble and have a cup of coffee. You can get Perfect Order. You'll be able to get Chaos Rising. You could get Journey Together. You might not be able to get Prismatic all the time. You might not be able to get Ascended Heroes. But if you're a true collector, you don't care about the investable value of it. So, don't get mad that you can't get cards, because you can. You really can. Also, everybody's marking stuff up right now. So if you want to just collect, just don't buy the stuff that's marked up. There's a way to be involved in this hobby and to not have to pay astronomical dollars. There really is. Go to your local gaming store that will sell it to you at MSRP if they are allowed to open it. We have a store like that. They want to open it to make sure you're opening the cards. That's great too, okay? Again, however you choose to participate in this hobby, it really is okay. And don't be guilted one way or the other by the investment group, the collector group, the scalper group, the business owner. Okay, you do you any way that you want, and don't feel guilty about it, as long as you're not being shady or underhanded or fighting in the aisles of Target. So that's just my take as someone who enjoys the hobby with kids, who probably will get out of the hobby at some point as my kids grow up and don't want to open packs anymore, don't want to be in collecting Pokemon anymore. Then I'll be out and I'll sell what we have, and that's okay too. So enjoy the hobby the way that you want, and don't let anybody make you feel a certain way about it. That's my take today. Enjoy Pokemon.